Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. "161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence."
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Goal 11 seconds in, 5 special team markers. 2 goals, 12 seconds apart, a goalie change, 14 total goals, and 1 player having 21 penalty minutes. If this afternoon's game is anything like yesterday night's, we are in for a treat here on ACTV. Hello and welcome into the booth where I'm with Dakota Clift, myself, Jack Whitehead, and we are ready for the 6th all-time meeting between the Syracuse Orange and your Adrian College Bulldogs. The Bulldogs took game 1 of this series last evening by a score of 10-4 behind an offensive outburst in the first 2 periods. Jammer, Turin, DeCallaway all led the way with 4 points apiece, and Peyton Traska stopped 18 of 22 shots to secure his 6th win of the season. Adrian College is looking to get off to another fast start here in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, getting ahead early just puts pressure on the other team. Goalie's got to be perfect for the remainder of the game. Defense has to be perfect, and your offense has to come to play. And that's something that, Adrian's taken advantage of, getting ahead early in 2 of the last 3 games. Both of those games they did that, ended up winning by a wide margin, and looking to do that here again tonight. Yeah, we saw Jammer score 11 seconds in yesterday, sort of put Syracuse on their heels. Bulldogs ultimately jumping out to a 7-1 lead in that second period. The Bulldogs, we talked about it earlier. We've talked about it all year. They now have 152 penalty minutes coming into game number 10. Gary Estalos, I'm sure, will want his guys to play more disciplined as Syracuse's power play comes into today just over 30%. While on the flip side, Syracuse penalty kill is sitting just below 70%. So it goes both ways. The Bulldogs power play clicking at 33.3%. So if the Orange want any chance of pulling off an upset here today, they will need to stay out of the box. Now this year, the Bulldogs are led by more of a committee approach with 5 guys totaling over 10 points. Yeah, I mean, that's just great team play. You got guys that are scoring, 15 points total as themselves. That's something that you love to see. Passing the puck around, doing it themselves, getting things going offensively, helping your team out. And that's exactly what you want as a team, is having a good team-based approach.
Yeah, now we look over to Syracuse. It's mostly led by Ben Brandt, who we saw yesterday get 2 goals, and Nathan McLean. McLean sitting at 4 goals and 6 assists for a total of 10 points, while Ben Brandt has a total of 8 points with 5 goals leading the Orange and 3 assists. Now for the goaltender, AJ Finta did get pulled after 2 periods yesterday. I believe we will see him in net again. He comes in with a 1-5-1 record, 4.80 goals against, 32 goals allowed. But really, you can't really fault him with this Syracuse defense. They haven't played up to their standards this year.
Yeah, I mean, goalies are your last line. They're there in case your team gets your defense gets beat back, and so far it seems like that's been the story for the Syracuse Orange, is their defense getting beat, and goalie can't do a whole lot about it when it's just him back there.
Yeah, AJ Finta from Brantford, Connecticut, the senior, sitting at 6 foot. He'll look to get a bounce-back performance in net for Syracuse. Over to the Bulldogs, we will see the third career start of the year, or third career start of his career, in Dylan Eliason for the Bulldogs. Eliason from Northville, Michigan. He's a freshman goaltender sitting at 6'2". He has yet to allow a goal in his 2 previous appearances versus Trine and Pitt, stopping 32 of 32. Now, Syracuse did total 22 shots last night, so I'm sure he will be shot at more in this one than he has in his first 2 appearances.
Yeah, I mean, defensively, you love seeing that out of a freshman, somebody stepping up into the light and getting things going defensively where you need them.
Yeah, it's going to be good to see. We are going to step aside starting lineups. National anthem underway in just a short second. We'll take a break. Be right back here for Puck Drop here on ACTV.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campusvisit.
And we are back here live from Arrington Ice Arena. Bulldogs and Orange set to get underway in Game 2 of this 2-game weekend series. Bulldogs, like we mentioned, taking Game 1 10-4 behind an offensive outburst. Bulldogs were up 7-1 early in that second period, and then the Orange came by, scored 3 in a minute and 30 seconds to sort of get back into that game. Orange are definitely going to have to start fast if they have any chance in this one.
Absolutely. Starting behind is never anything you want to do in any sport. Then it's just an uphill climb from there, and that's just demoralizing as a team, always falling behind, having to play from behind. And if you're Syracuse here, you're trying to jump on early like Adrian did yesterday, get an early goal and get things going early.
We are set, ready for puck drop. McEnroe and Reimer are set. Bulldogs in orange. Game 2 underway here at the AIA. Bulldogs win the draw. Reimer can't get it. Pass to Turin. He dumps it deep in behind A.J. Finter. Bulldogs on it. Bodies are flying everywhere. Back to McLaughlin. Fake shot. Dumps it back deep. Jammer with it. Spins it back to the point in Mott. Mott across to McLaughlin. Just comes out of the zone. Taken by Pendleton. He clears to center. Puck is chipped out. Back to McLaughlin. Over to Jammer. Tries to get it deep. Can't do so. Back to McLaughlin. McLaughlin and Jammer. Nice play up the boards. Cash Reagan is off. Now it's Brandt. Over to Duffy with a chance. He shoots just wide. It's deflected by McLaughlin. Mott battling with it. McLaughlin in behind his net. His shift is just over a minute. Bulldogs chip it high and hard. Gajewski is after it. Reagan supports. Reagan back to Gajewski. Gajewski looking right off the bench. It's across to Zaski. Throws it in front. Puck is loose. And Duffy clears for the Orange. Brandt chips it down from the other side of center, and we will get our first whistle just under a minute and a half into this one.
A lot of hustle here early out of both teams. Everybody's going hard after the puck, getting the puck into the crease, getting into the slot, trying to get shots open on goal. Just nothing going for either team yet so far.
Yeah, good start there for the Bulldogs top line with Jammer, Reimer, and Turin. Now we're going to see DeCalloway step into this one. Weidman back to the point, and Zaski shot. A good first early save for Finta.
It's a great start for Finta after giving up an early goal last night. Stopping the first shot on goal tonight. See it go up from here.
Yeah, that's a big confidence booster, especially allowing one 11 seconds in yesterday. As Wren digs in with a scramble draw taken by the Bulldogs. Rimmed around to Toth. Toth to Weidman. Shot just wide. Zaski on it at the point for the Bulldogs. Dumps it in behind the net. Nye working below that red line. Syracuse finally comes up with it, and Cook. Cook dumps it in. Wren goes after it. Zaski back for the Bulldogs. Zaski gives it away. Chance here for the Orange. Poke checked away by Elias in his first big play. But it's chipped by Weidman. Out of play directly. Bulldogs will have a face-off in their own end.
Exactly what we were expecting early out of Elias, and hasn't let up a goal all year. Just poked that one away. Keeping an early goal off on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was a really good opportunity for Syracuse. Eliason with a nice stick to hit that one away. Weimer, steps in. Bulldogs win it back to Callaway. Zaski with it behind the net. Chips it up the boards to Callaway. Stolen there by Fanning. Played back to Toth. Toth to Zaski. The big 6'6" sophomore plays it up the boards. Big hit there thrown by Murphy. The Orange look to depart the zone. Spun back by Fanning. Played to Thomas. Finally cleared to Weimer. He's got McCormick with him. McCormick dumps it in. McCormick goes after it. Taken here by the Bulldogs. Played off the glass and out. Back on it is the captain, Cadeau. Chesner, the assistant captain, just dumps it in. Laid back in deep by McEnroe. Nice pressure here from the Orange as they look to right off the post. Puck is loose, side of the net. Just underneath. Puck is still loose. Bulldogs finally come away with it with Reimer. Reimer shoots it into the Syracuse bench. Luckily, I believe that was number 31, Cash Lawrence, was ready, and he takes that one like a champ.
A lot of bodies there, blocking up the net, making it a little harder on Eliason, but Eliason stuck in there and, did what a goalie's supposed to do, kept the puck out of the net.
Yeah, not sure if he knew where that puck was for the majority. A lot better start here on game number 2 for the Orange. Duffy with it. Brandt flings it across. Puck is loose. Duffy out front. Shot just wide by McLean. Orange with good pressure. Just under 4 minutes in. Laid back to the point. Dumped back in deep to McLean. McLean cycles it once more to Duffy. Duffy back to the point. It's Cadeau fires just wide. Duffy's after it again. Really nice cycle from this shift for the Orange. Scramble for it. Orange do come up with it still, and Duffy. Mott finally gets it for the Bulldogs, taken by Reimer. Tried to play to Jammer. Reimer gets it back. Shot just over the net, deflected off the stick of Cadeau. Turin with it, plays it back to Mott. Mott's shot. Sticked away by Finta. Played back in front. Turin wasn't expecting it, and back goes Mott. Mott across the top. Jammer dumps it in. Bulldogs go for a change. Duffy now with it. Given away. Bulldogs take it back across to top. Dumps it down deep. Back in there is Sebastian Smith. Pass in front to Reagan, deflected away by Cook. Cook loses his stick. Reagan peppering 44. Norwind, 44 on 44. Bulldogs come up with it. Sebastian Smith hounded. Take it back by Norwind. Plays it off the glass. Hits Cook's hand. And hits out of play. A lucky fan will get a souvenir here. Just over 5 minutes gone in period number 1.
A lot of great defense here early, keeping the teams all at bay, not letting them get a whole lot of shots on goal and making it to where it's going to be a competitive game tonight.
Yeah, just 5 shots these early minutes. No real quality chances. I'd say Syracuse had the more dangerous chances. So Callaway gets kicked out. Wyden loses it to Weimer. Toth gets checked hard by McCormick. Puck comes out of the zone. Zaski with it now. Across to Toth. In the middle. DeCallaway had a breakaway if he corralled the pass just off his stick. Puck played back to Toth. Toth, one move, fake shot, got it. Finta turns it aside, back to Toth. Hit by Fanning, still makes the play. Puck comes out, Weimer, the Orange are away. McCormick calling for it, just off his stick, and a big hit! Right in the middle there. Take another look at that when we get a chance, but Toth is going to go for interference. McCormick just could not corral that pass. Toth already had his eyes set.
That was just absolutely massive hit. Just unfortunately can't do that.
Yeah, it's a tough penalty there for Toth because he sees McCormick having a chance. Just McCormick could not corral that puck. It is a penalty. It's a good call. Toth will sit. Syracuse 1 for 2 yesterday on the power play. Will get another chance early in this one. Played back, Chesner, diving body, saves it at the blue line. To Brandt. Back down low, Brandt. Back out to Chesner. Back to Brandt, out of his reach. Bulldogs will look to clear, and they will. Strasky gets it down to neutral ice. McLean passes it back to Brandt. Brandt with it now in behind the Bulldog net. Chesner back to Brandt. These two are just playing catch. Passed across and back to Brandt. Brandt shoots. Big pad save by Eliason. The Bulldogs do clear. And Jammer. Now the captain with it. Plays it deep into the zone, off the stick. Faceoff will be in the neutral zone. Minute and a half left in this first power play for the Orange.
Bulldogs down a man here, obviously just trying to keep the puck at bay. Don't want to give the Orange anything close or any opportunity whatsoever to get a shot on goal.
Wren digs in, first to Callaway. Wren wins it back to Nordwin. Nordwin just dumps it down deep. Fanning after it. Fanning trying to get it back to the blue line. Can't do so. Mott clears it down the length of the ice. Stopped there by Finta. Syracuse with a chance. One last final chance. 40 seconds to go in this power play. Nordwin lays it back to Cook, who just dumps it deep. Mott slaps it around and all the way down the ice as the Bulldog D pair goes off for a change. .20 seconds remaining in this opening power play. Bulldogs clear once again. It was Wren taken down. Duffy goes back for it. This is Jack Duffy. Two Duffys on the team. Cook can't get it through. Taken by Wren. Back. Bulldogs will regroup, and it's Allen. Hunter Allen goes after it. Played to Duffy. Duffy up the boards. Played nicely by the Orange, and Cook. Cook with a nice move in front. Zaski's back check does get there in time. Puck is not out. McEnroe. It's dumped. Bulldogs with a chance to clear, and they will. Hunter Allen by himself takes a shot blocked by Cadeau. Played out in front. Puck is loose, side of the net now, covered up by Finta. Bulldogs with a nice early kill. Keep this score 0-0.
Yeah, great job by the Bulldogs there on that penalty kill. Keeping the Orange as far away from the net as they could. And then capitalizing as soon as they got that man back. Putting pressure down the ice and getting a shot on goal.
Yeah, no real grade A opportunities for the Orange on that power play. Looks like we have an ice issue. Just gonna snow it up. Doesn't look like both teams will head to their bench. Refs using that puck. Other referee is over at the Zamboni door. Not sure what they're going to do over there. This sort of plays as a little timeout. Obviously, no real scoring opportunities yet, but timeout for both teams. Just sort of relax. Now they're into this fourth period of this series. Sort of get to know each other a lot better.
Yeah, just give everybody a little bit of breath, get everybody back on their feet, ready to roll for the remainder of this period.
Looks like we are set to go. Reagan wasn't even looking. The referee dropped that puck. We will redo it. McEnroe and Reagan digging in. Face off to the right of AJ Finta. Third time's the charm. Smith tried to get it back to Strasky, couldn't do so. Pendleton with it. Lays it back to Cadeau, and that is off Pendergrass and out of play into the Syracuse bench.
Tried to get the pass up the ice, just shot it right off the stick and right out.
And no real end-to-end action so far in this one. Obviously, yesterday in the first two periods, it was goals galore. 13 goals scored in those first two periods. I believe 8 of them were scored in that second period alone. Puck is into the Syracuse bench again. Syracuse will be without Jake Brown today, as he did take a major penalty, head contact. and did get a 7-minute penalty, which I've watched hockey a long time. I've never seen a 7-minute power play up on the clock, but we did get one yesterday. He will not be in the lineup. Don't believe today. Shot taken, blocked by Gajewski. Taken here by the Orange. Pendleton tries to get it across. Can't do so. Puck is deflected down deep. Played out to Pendleton. A chance. Can't get a good shot off. It's Reagan with it. Reagan and Gajewski. Reagan's backdoor if they want him. Official calls offside. I believe it was the right call as Cash Reagan flying down this left side.
Yeah, Reagan had no intentions of slowing down. He was ready for the breakaway, and he was there for it, just a little ahead. Just got to have a little bit more patience going down the ice.
Bulldogs top line now back out there. Reimer, Jammer, and Turin. This line is very intimidating for Bulldog opponents, considering they are all massive. Puck is played in the neutral zone by Duffy. McLaughlin and Duffy take shots at each other. No call on the play as they're still going at it right in front of the Orange bench. No call. Referees are letting them play. As Turin gets it in the zone. Turin plays it back in the middle. Puck does exit the zone and taken by McLaughlin. Nice defensive play there. The Orange are back away. Brandt with it. Dumps it down deep. Mott and McCormick are after it. Mott wins that battle, plays it up the boards. Taken at the point. Shot through, blocked. Jammer chips it out. Brandt falls down. 2-on-2 here for the Bulldogs. Turin over to Jammer. Duffy with a nice back check. Jammer still gets a shot off. Just goes wide. Played over to Mott with space. He fires. Blocked again. Reimer back in deep with Turin. Reimer at 6'4". Turin at 6'6". I believe the Bulldogs will take that any day. It's Fanning with it. Fanning with a nice move. Taken down by the Bulldogs. Ziskander. The Orange are going right back to the power play. 8:51 to go in this opening period.
Like we talked about coming into this game, Bulldogs one of the highest in penalty minutes. Obviously that trend continues here today, and that's not something the Bulldogs can afford to keep doing.
Now, especially when they get into this later part of the season against some of these teams, just not going to want to do that. So that is now, I believe, their 156th penalty minute of the year. This is game number 10, so you do the math. The math is not good for the Bulldogs. This is back to Chesner. Chesner to Brandt. Seen these two playing catch over and over. Cross backdoor pass. Actually, a really good setup. A nice stick there from the Bulldog defense. Zaski, his big 6'6" reach. Back on it is Chesner. Blake Wyden hounding the defense. One back. Jammer back to Zaski. Killing time. It's off the hand of Chesner. Syracuse will regroup. Thomas with it. Throws it cross ice to Chesner. Zaski with a good stick. Played to Thomas in the middle to Brandt. Shot blockered away by Eliasson. Zaski and Chesner stick tied up with each other. The Orange do still possess. Now it pokes away. Jammer with it. Back to Todd. To Zaski behind the net. Shoots it all the way down the ice. Bulldogs, actually both teams, changing most of their players. 40 seconds remaining in this second power play of the period. Orange are away. Shot taken. Blockered away by Eliasson again. Weimer screaming down that left side. Played back to the point and Duffy. Duffy to Wren. Back to Duffy. His shot pass right in front of the net. Fanning could not get a good stick on it. Duffy does keep it in. to Cook now. And a penalty is coming here, believed to Syracuse. And it is going to Syracuse as we will play 4-on-4. Jack Wren, the senior forward, will sit for Syracuse.
Looks like there were a couple of sticks tied up. Might have. No. I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't really see a whole lot of.
Yeah, it looked like the penalty was behind the play. So we will play 4-on-4 for 13 seconds, and the Bulldogs will get a power play. Callaway, Jammer, Strasky out for the Bulldogs, as well as Smith. Bulldogs win the draw. It is played back to center ice. Strasky with it. Over to Callaway. Bulldogs are now on the power play. Ziskinder is going to go right off. Dylan Gajewski right off the bench with it. To Jammer. This is where the Bulldogs were dangerous yesterday. 3 for 5. It's to Callaway with it. Callaway takes a cross check, plays it off the side of the net. Flung around and passed. Sebastian Smith all the way down. Strasky back on it. Strasky with it now, plays it back to Smith. Head of steam. Smith makes 2 miss. Still got it. Power move towards the front of the net. Can't get a shot. Pass across to Gajewski. Can't handle it. Gajewski, shot pass through the slot. Can't find anybody. Turin now back with it. Shot just wide of the net. Puck is loose in the slot. Is played in. Bulldogs are going to take another penalty. This one's going to be a hooking call, I believe, on Sebastian Smith. So they will go. It will be Sebastian Smith. Bulldogs will be shorthanded after this 44 minutes wear off.
Right back to the box. Bulldogs got out, right back in. It seems to be a repeating story for the Bulldogs throughout this year already, and hopefully something they can get under control and limit here on out.
Yeah, head coach Gary Estalos will not be happy with that penalty in the offensive zone on a power play, but we will have 4-on-4 here. Walks in Duffy, glove save by Eliason. He's looked very sharp in this early going.
Not a whole lot getting by him, anything so far. Exactly like we said, a lot more shots on goal so far for him, and he's doing well handling himself and handling the pressure.
Yeah, this duo right now of Traska, 6-1, and then obviously you have Eliason, who's 2-0, hasn't a lot of goal. This tandem for the Bulldogs, awfully impressive in this opening 9-10 games. Mott with it now. Mott, the defenseman, trying to draw a penalty, can't do so. McCormick with it now for the Orange, just clears it to center ice. Schomburger with it. 47. Plays it cross ice to Reimer. McLaughlin now stepping in, can't get a good shot off. Bulldogs are now short-handed as Reimer, the big body, is just going to play it underneath the goal line. Puck is finally taken. Played cross ice, almost too many men in front of the bench. It's Cole with it. Mott dumps him to the ice. It's McLaughlin now behind the net, just plays it all the way down the ice. Just under a minute to go in this opening power play. Third power play, excuse me. Played to the center, chipped by Toth as McLean can't come up with it. McLean still with it, plays it in to Duffy. Zaski takes him out. Trying to get it back to Chesner. Brandt to Chesner, one-timer, shot saved by Eliason. Puck is played to the corner. Toth does get it out. Nice play in the middle. As I say that, McLean with an errant pass. And here goes Chesner. Chesner plays it back to the point in Duffy. Duffy back to Thomas. Back to Duffy. McLean open, gets it to him. Over to Chesner. Or excuse me, Brandt shot, scores! Just as the power play expires. Ben Brandt from north of the border puts the Orange up 1-0.
Great setup pass, just right where it needed to be, right over the head of Eliason, right into the corner. Not a whole lot you can do there if you're Eliason.
Snipe show from just below the dot on the face-off circle. Ben Brandt came into this leading the team in goals with 5, now is up to 6. The Orange with a 1-0 lead. Bro taking a shot. McCormick trying to give him right back. Bulldogs with it now. Allen, cross ice, had an opening. Nice stick there from the centerman, Pendergrass. Pendleton is after it. Puck is played out. Duffy now with it. Allen looked like he was taking a run at Duffy. Hunter Allen now. Cross ice, off the skate. Pendleton is back in. His shot just wide. It's the Orange coming out in this first period, out shooting the Bulldogs and really outplaying them. It's Chesner now with it. We've seen a lot of him early. Partially due to the 3 power plays, he sort of directs it from the point. It's Turin now with it. Behind the net, little space. Turin back to the point in Mott. Mott with a shot through, just wide off the Sodexo. Taken, chipped out to center ice. Wren is pressuring Mott. Mott, nice body control. Chips that back to Thomas at the blue line, blocked there by Reagan. McLaughlin gets dumped. Puck is loose out in front of the net, comes to Reagan. Reagan now 1-on-5, teammates changing, just chips it down deep. It's the other side of the red line, but the refs are gonna wave it off. Cook trying to get it out. They flip it out to center ice and Mott. Mott getting pressured by Weimer. Gajewski. Off the skate of Reimer, Jammer was already in the zone. The Orange are 1 minute and 43 seconds away from taking the lead to the locker room.
Absolutely, going back to what we were talking about earlier, not as early as the lead for Syracuse, but they are all ahead early in this match, and trying to keep that momentum going.
Syracuse 1-6-2 coming into this one record-wise. Haven't had many leads throughout this year. They won game 1 of the year against Penn State ACHA Division II, but other than that, they've been losing. Lost 8 straight, 6 of which coming in regulation. As Reimer with it back at the point, takes the shot. Finta sees it all the way. We will get a whistle. 1:25 remaining in this opening period.
Bulldogs still trying to show aggression, trying to get momentum back on their side. Just not a whole lot going their way right now. Can't get a whole lot of shots on goal, and then when they do, they're not getting anything to fall.
Bulldogs pressured Finta throughout last night's game. I believe they have 46 shots. 6 currently with just over a minute left in this opening period. Reimer, Smith off the draw, shot blocked by Duffy as he was falling. Played back to Zaski. He shoots just wide, and Duffy will clear. Back out to Toth. To Zaski. Over cross ice to Smith. He chips it deep. Takes a run. Duffy and Smith go at it. Toth plays it wide to Smith. Here, the 1 minute remaining. Bulldogs and Smith with a chance just goes over the net. Toth with it. Bodies flying in front. Shot through, blocked away. Duffy tries to hit McLean off the boards. Toth does beat McLean for the icing. Syracuse with tired bodies, 44 seconds to go.
Bulldogs starting to put a lot more shots up, just not getting anything quality. Just trying to get something, hopefully, to fall. Just not going their way right now.
A dangerous time here, though, for Syracuse. A lot of tired bodies. Bulldogs counter with Schoenberger, Nye, and Weidman. Weidman off the draw. There's a lot of space there. Shot is taken, deflected. taking shots at runs at Schoenberger. He's having none of it. Puck is played the length of the ice, will not be enough for icing. Puck is played to Weidman with space. He takes a slap shot. Taken by Fintu, tried to throw it to the corner to kill the rest of the clock. Referee was having none of it, blows the whistle with 14.6 to go.
Just a Hail Mary shot there, trying to see if something could possibly fall, if there might be just a glimpse of an error from Finta.
Callaway take this draw. Hunter Allen lines up directly behind him. Tried to go through the legs of the centerman and pulled back door. Chance here. Time is winding down. Bulldogs will not get a last-second shot off. And the Syracuse Orange will take a 1-0 lead to the locker room in this stunning opening period after the Bulldogs controlled yesterday's game from start to finish, racking up 10 goals only with 8 shots. Bulldogs have a lot of work to do.
Absolutely. They're in the same hole that Syracuse was yesterday. They got to climb out from behind, get momentum going, and keep that momentum throughout the rest of the game. That's something that's hard to do playing from behind. And, I mean, Syracuse saw it yesterday. Bulldogs seeing it today. Let's see if the Bulldogs can mount that comeback that Syracuse failed to do yesterday.
Yeah, the Bulldogs yesterday outshot Syracuse 46-22. So we were sort of expecting that to continue. It was the opposite, essentially. Syracuse controlling most of the game, partially due to Bulldogs taking 3 penalties, which we alluded to earlier. Cannot happen. I'm sure Gary Estalos will have a lot to say about that in the locker room for the Bulldogs, as he just has 293 wins in his career here, so he knows how to win games. But overall, Syracuse Orange coming into this one 1-6-2. They've been the better team for the opening 20 minutes.
I mean, Bulldogs just have to go back to playing their game of hockey. You know, just play disciplined, play smart, play hard, get shots, quality shots on goal, not just any shot that you can get.
Yeah, Finta came into this one 1-5-1 with a 4.8 goals against average. We were thinking we might see Cash Lawrence, who came on yesterday, number 31, the freshman, stopped 11 of 12 shots. But coach Chris Timmons sticks with AJ Finta, and so far he's looked very sharp. I will say the Bulldogs need to get more pressure behind the net to keep Finta on his toes and need pressure in front of the net. So these Bulldogs, we've seen a lot of point shots from Zaski, especially. They just haven't been getting through. Syracuse has done a really nice job blocking shots, but the Bulldogs need to get bodies in front of the net. AJ Finta been very sharp early, but he's seen most of these shots.
Yeah, I mean, it's also just, showing confidence in your goalie to go out there and make up for what he failed to do yesterday. Come back in, shut the offense down, and keep your team in this game.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a mix of AJ Finta. I don't think he thought he'd played his best game yesterday, allowing, I believe it was 9 goals before he was pulled. Coach Chris Timmons, though, shows a lot of trust in the senior from Brantford, Connecticut, 6-foot goalie. 1-5-1 record, but he's looked very sharp. Chris Timmons going right back to him. Really 18 hours apart between games. We are going to take a commercial break and have the second period with you. Bulldogs trailing the Orange 1-0. Dakota Clift, Jack Whitehead here on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great, great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
One-on-one battles lead to unit battles, which lead to team battles, and then a big victory at the end. Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus visit.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the Communication Arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
And we are back live from Arrington Ice Arena. Dakota Clift, I'm Jack Whitehead. A little bit of a shocker here in the first period where Syracuse Orange are leading the number 2 ranked ACHA Men's D1 Adrian College Bulldogs and really outplayed the Bulldogs from start to finish in that period. Going over some of the first period stats, we've harped on it a lot. The Bulldogs, they really just have to stay out of the box.
Yeah, I mean, they're just playing with too much aggression, not controlling themselves enough. And in hockey, you can't do that. I mean, other teams are going to take advantage of that, and we've seen that so far tonight with the Syracuse Orange, taking advantage of the Bulldogs constantly being in the box, almost seemingly always having a man up on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Syracuse, we mentioned it earlier, but they came in with a power play percentage of just over 30%. That has now climbed. Maybe not, actually. They did score right as the penalty expired. Fortunately, we do not have live stats, so we don't know if it was credited as a power play goal. But for the Bulldogs side of things, they really have to get bodies in front of A.J. Finta, as he's seen most of these shots, and really any goalie at this level, if they see all the shots, they're most likely going to save them. So the Bulldogs really got to get in front. But talking about Syracuse, this man, Ben Brandt, the freshman 5'11 forward from Victoria, British Columbia, now up to 6 goals, and 5 of which have been in his last 3 games played. He had 2 yesterday and an assist. He has 7 points total. Bulldogs got to slow him down.
Yeah, I mean, just got to keep him off the puck. Do everything you can to keep him from getting the puck close to the net. It seems as every time he does so, he capitalizes. And, if we can't stop that, then Bulldogs aren't going to be able to keep this game within reach. And without the game being in reach, there's no chance of the Bulldogs winning.
Yeah, against MD1 Indiana University of Pennsylvania, he scored 2, and then obviously 2 yesterday, and now a goal in the opening period. Syracuse Orange have the Bulldogs on their heels heading into period number 2. Let's see if fatigue starts to set in for some of these Syracuse players, as we've seen a lot of Ben Brown, we've seen a lot of Connor Chesner and Sean Cadeau on the back end. But so far, so good. If you're Syracuse and head coach Chris Timmons, you've got to be exceptionally excited about that opening period.
Absolutely. Big turnaround from last night. So just hoping to keep that momentum and keep building off of it.
We are set to get underway. Period number 2. Reimer wins the draw. Turin with it. Syracuse does come up with it. Played in the middle. Pendleton. We're going to call hand pass as Jammer. A little shot of Pendleton. They go back and forth. Jammer's laughing about it. Pendleton with a smile as well.
Besides the Jammer, he's not somebody I'd want to mess around with. That's a risky choice there.
Pendleton at 5'10", Jammer at 6'3". You got to respect Pendleton, not backing down. Bulldogs with an early offensive zone faceoff. Jammer against McEnroe. Official telling guys to get out of that red circle. McEnroe is kicked from the draw. Pednergrass wins the draw. Bulldogs do come up with it. Played around to Pendleton. Pendleton and Jammer right away. Get acquainted with each other again. As Jammer takes a run. Jammer got the worst of that. Puck is at the blue line. Cleared by Syracuse, back to Mott. To Jammer. Turin with a burst through the defense. Shot! Just over the net. Not sure if Finta got a piece, but it does go out of play. Bulldogs, they better start.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, quick shot on goal there from the Bulldogs. Big turnaround from how this game started off for them. Now we just got to get those quality shots going and, get them on net and not just around.
Cash Reagan wins the draw, kicks it to no man's land, and there's Ben Brandt. Reagan takes it away. Fight for it in that corner. Reagan with it, plays it out to Smith. Smith back to Zaski. He gets a shot. Gloved away by Finta. Pass in front, Gajewski shot. Blocker save Finta. Another shot through. That one can't get through. Smith with it again. Back to Zaski. Point shots keep coming. That one just wide. Toth with it, and that is cleared down the ice. by Brendan Duffy. Eliason plays it to Zaski. Zaski. Bulldogs almost turn it over. Gajewski does get it out. Bulldogs regain, and Cash Reagan plays it all the way back to Zaski. Played in the middle. Reagan with it. Reagan with Smith and Gajewski. Plays it out front. Gajewski was there. A nice stick from Duffy. Cole plays it down deep. Bro with it. Plays it up the middle. Nice pass. Tape to tape. Bulldogs are off. DeCallaway tries to play it through. Two Orange defenders can't do so. Given away. DeCallaway with it back. Linemen go for a change. The Orange break out. Wren with it. End to end. Strasky lined him up. Knocked him off the puck. Now Nye. Cross ice. Back cross ice to DeCallaway. Pass was behind him from Weidman. Bro with it. Nye is calling for it at the other blue line. Had an opportunity. Could not get it through to him. Bro with them again. Over to Nye. Nye tried to throw that one in front. Couldn't do so. Puck is given away. Kept in, and a hand pass there from Bro. As Schomburger played it off the Bro hand.
Unfortunate break there for the Bulldogs. Had momentum going down there in the offensive zone and just couldn't capitalize on it.
Bulldogs playing a lot better than they did in the opening period. Give this Syracuse Orange team credit. Limited the Bulldogs' looks to this point. Allen takes a run right there. Bulldogs with an unfortunate icing, just miscommunication. Puck will come all the way back into Bulldog end.
Guys, see what the Bulldogs can do on defense here. Obviously, they've stunted the Orange so far this period, but we saw that last period and then just got worn down and eventually succumbed to the Orange's pressure.
Schomburger gets kicked out. Face-off is scrambled. Played out. Chesner and Cadeau go back on it. Schomburger pressuring. Cadeau with it. Plays it to the center. Given away. Shot by Schomburger. Big glove save by Finta, who stares him down. AJ Finta playing with a little bit of aura today. Take another look. Like a pretty simple breakout, just given away.
Just right off the end of the stick, and then just an absolute hammered shot. Just great save by Finta.
Allen dumps. I believe that was number 23, Chesner. This is Allen with it. Hunter Allen flings it across Schomburger. Could not get a stick down. Mott back to Schomburger. Schomburger cross ice to McLaughlin, just out of his reach. And out to center ice. McLaughlin does chip it back in deep. Puck is played back to center, and McLaughlin throws it back deep again. Puck is won by the Bulldogs. Jammer with it to Reimer. Back to the point, McLaughlin. He shoots. Puck is loose in front. Knocked away by Cadeau to the corner. On comes Turin. Almost gets it. Turin being held up on the play. No call. Just played out and off the stick of Mott. Down to the Bulldogs' end. No icing. Turin plays it to Reimer. Got a little bit of space. Take a shot. Duffy closed that nicely. Saski throws a big body check. Now has to get back. Puck is turned over and played out to center ice. Brandt. Hammer taking a shot there at Duffy. Duffy's trying to return the favor. Puck is played out. The other Duffy with it. Now a stoppage behind play as the helmet has popped off. Of number 7, Brendan Duffy. Teo Turin in the middle of that. Don't think there's any calls. I think the helmet popped off, so referee smartly blowing the whistle. The face-off will be in the neutral zone.
Yeah, just looked like they got caught up and bodies, tangled together, popped the helmet off, and resulted in a stoppage of play.
Renan to take the draw, one back by Reagan. Reagan Smith tried to play it to Reagan off the boards, could not do so. Gajewski chips it deep, back goes McCormick. Bulldogs win it, backhand shot, save. Zaski with a shot, block shot again by Cole. And Smith, Toth walks in, diving block back to Zaski. He has a chance to shoot another block shot. Zaski again scores! Griffin Zaski on his 3rd shot attempt evens the Bulldogs in orange at 1.
Got it off the rebound of the body block and just put it right back in the corner. Couldn't have placed that any better on any part of the net.
Yeah, Cole and Cook for the Orange were diving everywhere. 2 straight block shots. Zaski on the 3rd attempt does find the back of the net. See if the Bulldogs can ride some of this momentum. The whole Bulldog bench is standing, banging their sticks. The whole Syracuse bench is sitting, not banging their sticks. Weidman now with it. Weidman, power move to the front. It's a shot off a little scrum. Here we go. This is what we saw a little bit last night. We've seen Blake Weidman not afraid to wrestle a few guys.
Lots of physicality out of this Bulldog roster. I mean, doesn't matter who it is, there's just physicality up and down it.
They're going to take both. It's going to be McEnroe and Weidman. I don't really agree with taking both. I think, obviously, my opinion doesn't matter, but say let the guys fight. Just a wrestle. Regardless, I believe it will be 4-on-4 for the time. It will be. It's Calloway and Nye out there. Strasky and Bro on the back end. One and chipped out by the Orange, and they are away. Ben Brandt once again finds Murphy in front. Nice back check there by the Bulldogs. Nye. Like a shot back out front through everybody. Taken by Thomas. Thomas with room to skate. Drops it and turns it over to Smith. Smith goes in on Brandt. Brandt does a nice job angling Smith off, but Smith stays with it, and Brandt takes it back. Brandt is away with McLean. McLean throws it towards the net. Patted away by Eliason. His first action of this second period. Bro now with it. And the Bulldogs take another dumb penalty, as that is going to be called, I believe, for interference, as not Mott, as we take another look, it looked like the Bulldogs just flung the stick of an Orange player right in the middle.
Just launched it.
It's going to be Reimer, it appears. Eli Reimer just whacking the stick of an Orange player straight up into the air. Bulldogs will be shorthanded, 4-on-3. A lot of room to work. Jammer, Mott, and McLaughlin for the Bulldogs. It's going to be Fanning, Wren, Thomas, and Cook. For the Oranges, that is almost shot into their own net. McLaughlin, I believe, tried to rim that around. I don't know if the orange player got a stick on it, but he shot it, and thankfully Dylan Eliason was ready, or that could have been very bad for the Bulldogs. Played back, knocked down brilliantly by Thomas at the blue line. Wren, back to Thomas. Thomas with it. Wren, back to Thomas again, to Cook now. The room to shoot, does, one-on-one with Eliason. Eliason gets the better of him.
McLaughlin getting in the middle there, trying to keep anything from escalating, as there was a little bit of contact with the goalie, and that's usually not something you want to see.
They called Reimer for interference for knocking the stick away. Puck is one back, and Mott slaps it down the ice. 40 seconds to go until the Orange will have a 5-on-4 power play for about 40 more seconds. It's Chesner trying to weave through the defense to Callaway. Shoots at the length of the ice. Chesner, Brandt, Duffy, and McLean. Callaway, McLaughlin, Mott for the Bulldogs. Brandt with it. 10 seconds to go until the Bulldogs and Orange play 5-on-4. Back to Chesner, a wine drive shot. Puck is loose out front. McLean with a diving save from Eliason. Puck is cleared by Mott. Out of the box with Weidman. He shoots and scores! Blake Weidman out of the box after a brilliant save from Dylan Eliason gives the Bulldogs a 2-1 lead.
That's a really unfortunate break for the Orange there. Puck just launches off of Eliason down the ice. Weidman out of the box, just on top of it. And just made a great move on Fanta down there on the other end and just knocked it right in the back of the net.
Bulldogs see if they could build on that. Dylan Eliason with an incredible diving save. Weidman has sprung the other way, who scores again. He's been a scoring machine these last few games. Bulldogs still on the penalty kill for 30 seconds until Reimer is let free. Wren with it, right in front of us. Plays it right on net. Sticked away by Eliason, and a penalty is coming here. My goodness gracious. It's going to the Bulldogs once again. This is going to be their 5th penalty, and we're not even halfway through the second period. They give Mott the assist on the Weidman goal, as he was the one who just cleared it down. I'm not sure if he knew that Weidman was coming out of the box. Regardless, now 5-on-3 for 15 seconds. Let's see if the Orange can get a quick one here and keep that second power play. It's Thomas to Brandt. Shot blockered away. McLean with another chance. Puck is loose, and they score with 1 second remaining in the 5-on-3. Which will allow the Orange to keep that second power play at 1:47.
Eliason did everything he could. Went full butterfly. Just too many bodies, too much ricochet going on. Not a whole lot he could do.
Can't quite see who scored that one, but it appeared to be Brandt again, which would be absolutely diabolical. We will get the wording later. So much diving bodies. This second period has been absolute chaos, like it was yesterday evening, as Weidman goes down deep. If that is Brandt's goal, that's his 3rd straight 2-goal game. As Weidman is all over the place for the Bulldogs. Almost takes a penalty. If he took that penalty, I'm not sure what Coach Gary Estalos would do. He would not be a happy camper, as Thomas is back for it. Bulldogs need to stay out of this box. Obviously, they do have that one shorthanded goal. Syracuse, especially on a 5-on-3. Goalie can't really do much. Puck is loose. To the left. Toth for slashing was the second penalty. Puck is just sitting. Bulldogs will take this. It's played back and shot. Batted away again. Brandt does get the marker. He is now single-handedly causing the Bulldogs fits. This fourth goal, 2 games, as Cook is now with it. Cook spins, going on Zaski. Tough matchup there, the 6'6" frame. Played to center ice. Orange and Wren are right back in. Wren now regroups at the blue line. Over to Duffy. Gets ridden off, and a chance here for DeCallaway. His shot straight up in the air off the chest of Finta. Bulldogs are back even. So we are just halfway through this second period. Bulldogs and Orange tied at 2. Now Hunter Allen. He can't get a good shot off. Duffy pressuring him. Played back to Schomburger now. Allen with again. Spins it back to the defense. Shot. Patted away. Puck is loose. Schomburger battling for it. Bulldogs regain and then give it away. Pass right up the center. Off the stick of Pendleton. Somehow comes up with it. Now played up the boards. Allen trying to chip it out. Bulldogs are away 3 wide. Reagan plays it through out front. Bulldogs with a chance. One too many passes. Goaltender is nowhere near the net. Somehow that puck stays out. Gonna take another look at this. Appears the Bulldogs got one too many pass heavy. Like to see Caleb Mins, number 28 for the Bulldogs, shoot that puck. Passed it in front. Finta had no idea where the puck was. I'm not sure anybody did. Puck is cleared. Bulldogs will regroup with Gajewski. Gajewski gives it to Pendergrass, who chips it deep. Pendergrass is after it. Bodied away by Bro. Back out to Murphy. He dumps it down to his own end. Off the stick, Smith on Thomas. Smith powers move. Smith is just playing keep away. Pass in front. Can't get there, and Bro. Down in the corner, the defenseman plays it around. Given away, and the Orange are away. Trying to get it to Pendergrass. And Smith with it again. Smith is going on one of those skates. Makes 2 miss. With Reagan out front. Smith can't get it to him. Duffy plays it off the boards. The Orange will clear the zone. Dumped right back in though from Bro off the stick of McLean. Thomas is back with it. Does get it out. Played into Bro. McLean almost had a breakaway. Brandt tried to get it to him. Now a chance for the Bulldogs. Mateo Turin in, just loses the puck, spins it back in front. Reimer can't get a stick on it. Puck at the blue line, kicked out, and now taken. Nordwind lays it all the way around to McLaughlin. Dump back in behind the Bulldog net. Turin now with it. Turin plays it somewhere out of play. Not sure where that ended up.
I believe it hit one of the banners hanging from the ceiling and just shot straight back down.
End-to-end action in this second period. Bulldogs and Orange are knotted at 2. Just under 7 minutes to play. Duffy with it. Duffy takes a shot, blocked. Another shot toward the net. Weimer, McLaughlin battling. Mott now with it. Mott chips it smartly to center. Off the skate of Weidman. Duffy comes up with it. And McCormick just shot that one out of play. Faceoff will come back in to the Syracuse end.
Bulldogs struggling with puck control this period, and that's something I get under control. Puck control is big in close games, and that shows here.
Bulldogs, the shot edge, 19-17. Zaski just high and wide. That puck had eyes. Played into the Syracuse bench for, I believe, the 4th time today, keeping the coaches and players on their toes. Face-off is going to be just outside the orange end.
Lots of stoppages in play, just unnecessarily.
Bulldogs whacking their stick on the bench. Trying to motivate each other. Schaumburger gets kicked out and Mins comes in. Bulldogs come up with it and Zaski dumps it in. Cadeau. Bulldogs play it back to Zaski. Trouble with it. Dumps Cole. The puck played out in front. Nice back check there. Syracuse is away. 3-on-2. Can't get anything going. They call offside. It was not offside. I will be the first to admit that, as Cole was outside of the blue line. But the Bulldogs will take it, as I believe that was Cole, Cade Cole, with that diving poke check. The Bulldogs would have had a 3-2 lead.
Great effort from Cole, just doing everything he can to keep that puck from getting a shot on net.
Cole, the forward coming all the way down to knock that one away. Or I believe it was Reagan. Would have had an empty net to shoot at. As Murphy with a shot. Now Pendleton with a shot. Blocked by Bro. I'm not sure he knew, though. Hit him on the backside. Now a backhand toward the net. Murphy back with it. He takes a slap shot. Big save by Eliasson. As Smith chips it out. Murphy and Reagan pressuring him. Just played in the middle. Taken by Gajewski, who avoids a big hit from Pendleton. Smith knocked up the puck, but he still has it. Played back to Bro. Bro with a shot. Through about 7 bodies. Deflected down. Pass to Smith. Gajewski had a chance on the other side. Bulldogs with a very good offensive zone shift. Smith now with it. Off the shoulder, I believe, of Finta. Big save there. Now Bro with it, trying to get it through. Just dumps it down, avoids the Pendergrass hit. To Reimer. That was Jammer. Chipped out by the reach of Strasky, and Jammer sitting at the blue line calling for it. He's got it. To Reimer, back to Jammer. To Bro. Behind the net to Jammer. Trying to get it to Reimer out front. Can't do so. Duffy now with it for Syracuse. Plays it up. McLean with it. Syracuse on their heels. Duffy now. Orange do finally clear it out. Dumped right back in by Mott. Turin goes in. Jammer loses a stick. Here goes Duffy. Duffy now with it. 1-on-3. Duffy gets ridden off by McLaughlin nicely. Puck is loose. McLean with a nice move. Taken by Weidman. Weidman off the glass. That is great curling weight. Not going to make it. Pass up to Brandt. Off his stick, Weidman chips it back in. Chance here, bouncing puck for the Bulldogs. To Callaway with it. Throws it in front, tip! Big save by Finta. Puck is loose, Brandt goes back. He gets hit by Weidman. Weidman now with it. Trying to get through Duffy. Chips it to an open area. Back to Mott. Across. McLaughlin shot, blockered away. Puck is played up the boards to McLaughlin again, to Mott. In the middle to Weidman off his stick. Goes to DeCalloway, spins just wide. McLean with it. Puck cannot get out of the orange end, as it finally does McCormick to McLean. Just out of his reach, and Mott with it. Turns up the board. Weidman plays it out. Mins plays it out. Dump back into the Bulldog end. Back to Mins. Chesner intercepts Allen with it now behind the Bulldog net. Spins and he is off. Allen, good speed here. Has Mins if he wants him on the far side. He elects to just carry it around. Allen played off the stick of Wren into the corner. Bulldogs pressing. 2:15 to play in the second period. Wren comes out of that scrum with the puck. On Toth and Zaski. Zaski lays a big hit in the middle of the ice to Wren.
Great save on that by Elias, and that very easily could have just snuck through. Obviously didn't.
Big open ice hit here from Zaski. Zaski 6'6", Wren 6'2". Two big bodies flying at each other as we have 2 minutes remaining in this period. Toth with it. Trying to get it to Gajewski, and that is shot all the way down the ice. It will be icing as Murphy wins the race. Looked like a set play for the Bulldogs, just did not work. Just under 2 minutes remaining in this second period. Face-off is won back to Zaski. Over to Gajewski. He plays it out in the center. Tipped away and a chance for Smith. Diving play by Eliasson. Finta. Wrong net. Somehow the puck ends up underneath him. Take another look. It looked like Finta dove with his stick. Missed it completely. Lucky for him, it just stayed underneath him.
Looks like the pad on his leg just caught it on his way out.
Dangerous play there from Finta. Swing and a miss, but it does result in a cover-up. Zaski with a shot through, like 4 bodies. Jammer with a chance to jam it in. I believe that puck was just played out. Puck will, face-off will still be in the orange end. Minute 36 going in this second period. Bulldogs with the big boys on the ice. Murphy. Another stick lost on this line, this time Reimer. Zaski, his 6'6" body. Jumping to glove that one. Bulldogs are in. Reimer with it. Reimer spins back, has Zaski at the point, feeds it. Zaski shot through, nobody in front of Finta, who makes a good glove save.
Going back to what we were talking about earlier, just got to get bodies in front. He saw that puck all the way off the stick, all the way in, and there's just no...
Yeah, there's no traffic in front, so pretty easy to save. Seen both the goals. One from Zaski. There were a ton of bodies in front. Then Weidman, obviously, the breakaway. Bro pinches in. Shoots it just wide. It's going to come all the way back around to Strasky. Dumps it back in. Reagan lets it go to Smith. Chance for Gajewski's shot. Big save. Another shot in the slot by Gajewski. It's turned away by Finta. Chance here for Brandt, who gets tripped up. All Bulldog fans holding their breath. Puck is flown in the air, deflected off a skate. Smith was open behind the defense. Could not get it to him. So we trickle down underneath 40 seconds. Bro with it. Chips it to Reagan. Bulldogs looking to clear. Strasky with it. Brandt checking him over to Gajewski. Chesner pinches down, but Bulldogs do clear. See if the Orange have one last rush in them. 15 seconds to go. Thrown down, deflected in by Wren. 10 seconds to go. Wren rides Strasky to the boards. Looks like we are going to the locker room. Tied at 2. Shot by Cole last second wide of the net. Bulldogs and Orange are tied at 2 going into this third period of action.
Big change in tempo and momentum for the Bulldogs going into this period. Came out firing and continued to fire throughout the entire period and never let off. Just a couple unfortunate breaks, couldn't get anything to fall, on good shots. Just going back to what we said coming into this period, we have to get bodies in front of the net and make it to where that Finta can't see the puck off of the stick all the way in.
Yeah, ACHA Finta very impressive in that period. I believe my math is correct. Bulldogs with 16 shots in that period, scoring on 2, but really neither. He really didn't have a good opportunity to save the Zasky one. He didn't see the puck. Tough to save when you don't see it. And then the other one, Weidman, on a breakaway, obviously, on a broken play out of the box. For Syracuse, it was Ben Brandt lighting up the score sheet once again, his second of the game and 6th in the last 3 games, 4th against the Bulldogs on sort of a scramble play right in front of Eliason on a 5-on-3. Can't really fault the goalie on that one. Really, all 4 goals have been not really the goalie's fault. We saw that one, the first one by Brandt, just a snipe show from the face-off dot, just to the left of Eliason, and then we just mentioned the other 3. Bulldogs outshoot Syracuse 16-12 in that second period of action. And you got the feeling as the period progressed, the Bulldogs had more zone time than Syracuse.
Yeah, they did a lot better controlling the puck later in that period. Not turning the puck over as much, just making smarter passes, getting stick on the puck, holding the puck, not making errant passes, and just playing smart hockey.
Yeah, and we're going to allude to it one more time, but the Bulldogs, they got to stay out of the box. And we sound like a broken record up here, because we are. They have 5 penalties now. They did not take a penalty in that later half of the second period. Thankfully for Bulldog fans, they probably would have lost their mind, as Gary Astalos probably is losing his mind in the locker room. There's 5 penalties in the first half of the game. You got the sense that this was another just 10-penalty game. Bulldogs up to, if my math is correct, about 160 penalty minutes now in this, their 10th game. It's just not sustainable. And if the Bulldogs are going to come back or take the lead in this third period, they really got to stay out of the box. And they got to draw a few penalties on their own side.
Absolutely. I mean, Syracuse is just playing good hockey. They're not, being too aggressive. They're playing controlled, not getting too out of themselves and just doing what's working for them. And obviously it is, as they're, sticking in this game with number 2 ranked Adrian.
Yeah, that's a really good point, because we haven't really seen any giveaways for Syracuse. We did yesterday. We saw a lot, but it's been a very well-played game. Not many turnovers on either side. Bulldogs and Orange just capitalizing on a few breakdowns for both teams. We are going to throw it to commercial break. Bulldogs looking to advance to 6-0 all-time against Syracuse. The Orange are playing it tough. Dakota Clift alongside Jack Whitehead up here. 2-2, Bulldogs and Orange, as we head to the third period here on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great, great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
One-on-one battles lead to unit battles, which lead to team battles, and then a big victory at the end. Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
And we are back live here from the Arrington Ice Arena. Bulldogs and Orange tied at 2. He's Dakota Clift. I'm Jack Whitehead, bringing you this one on Saturday afternoon. Bulldogs took game 1 10-4, but the Syracuse Orange have responded, and Chris Timmons has got to like to what he's seen, head coach of this Orange team, in that second period. AJ Finta really stood on his head, and Ben Brandt added his 7th goal of the year, 6th in the last 3 games, and 4th in these 2 games. For the Bulldogs, Griffin Zaski scored his 2nd on a point shot through a lot of Bulldog screens, and then Blake Weidman right out of the box pots his 6th goal of the year. That is where we stand Heading into the third period, I'll hit you with this, Dakota. What do you expect to see in this period?
It's going to be an exciting third period. I mean, obviously both teams are starting to figure out what they need to do, what they need to work on, and kind of capitalizing on mistakes of the other team. The Bulldogs had less penalties, than they had originally had in that second period. So just keep playing clean hockey and keep out of the box. So just keep building on where they are. Just essentially just keep playing Bulldog hockey. Play smart, play determined, and go out there and do what they need to do.
Yeah, you might think the Bulldogs may be looking ahead. They play number 5 Ohio University next weekend, so maybe, just maybe, they were looking ahead. But under head coach Gary Estalos, you got to think this team is locked in for every game on their schedule. Bulldogs will play here at the AIA at 7:30, October 23rd, and then they will travel to Ohio University at 7 p.m. on the 24th. As for Syracuse, Misericordia comes to town at 6 p.m., and then they travel to Oswego for their first ACCHL conference game. That game is at 8:15. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, as we've got a 2-2 tie here going into this third period. We want to give a shout out. This ACTV, it's all student ran. So myself, Dakota Clift, Jack Whitehead, my director Tate Wise, Lauren Barkwitz on the action cams, and then Abigail Reed on the top cam. I want to thank you for tuning into ACTV as we are underway for this third period. Puck is dumped down deep behind the behind the net of Finta. It's going to have to be really sharp in this third period if the Orange want to pull off one of the bigger upsets we've seen in ACHA D1 this year. Puck is played out. Syracuse is on the attack. Puck taken by Mott behind the net. Has room to maneuver. Plays it to Jammer. To Reimer. Reimer gets it poked off his stick, and Brandt is away. Brandt gets ridden off, still with it, looking for the hat trick off the mask of Eliason. Point shot just wide of the net by Chesner. Cadeau back behind the net to McLean. Throws it in front of the net, nobody home. So that puck is just cleared down the length of the ice. And that is going to be an icing. Mateo Turin, I think he thought, he didn't know he had a lot more room than he actually did.
Great save by Elias in there, right off the face mask. Tough shot to try and sink, but very doable, and he just got his head in the way and knocked it down.
He's been very impressive this afternoon. So it looks like he has a little bit of mask trouble from that shot of Brandt. Brandt will dig in for this faceoff against Eli Reimer. Reimer wins it straight back to Zaski. Puck is cleared to central ice. Overskated there by Cadeau as he tried to glove it. Dumped in deep by Smith. Taken away by Reagan, not sure where it is, finally recovers. Chesner rides him to the boards. Played back to Zaski over the Toth off his stick. Toth chips it down deep. Reimer with it, Reagan. Played back around to Toth. Toth with a lane to shoot, does! Big save there from Finta early. So it looked like Reagan wanted a tip. Reagan gave Finta an extra shot. Chesner, Brandt did not like that.
Yeah, lots of contact there with Reagan after the little poke at Finta. Didn't take too kindly to that.
Yeah, Reagan just trying to get into the head of Finta, who's been a rock-solid wall this evening. Night and day compared to last night, where he allowed 9. I think the ref just went over to the bench to talk to Reagan about that late jab. Weidman dumps it down behind Finta again. Duffy fighting for it. Played back to Strasky. He tries to get a shot through, blocked again. Cook once again. He's had a few big blocks for Syracuse. Played. Weidman to Callaway. To Callaway with a chance. Goes wide. That one's off the face mask of Finta. Strasky with it back at the point now. Across, shot taken, just wide. Finta didn't see it. Weidman on the forecheck. Cook. Finally, Syracuse will exit the zone. End to end. Wren just fell down. Thomas comes up with it and dumps it back deep. Full sail change for the Syracuse forwards. Gives the Bulldogs a chance. And they take it. McLaughlin with it. Dumps it deep. That is off the stick of Fanning and out of play.
Lots of mask usage here in the start of this third period. Don't want to see that continuing, as could lead to damage to mask and or players.
Yeah, I can't fault the players for trying to shoot high and score, but it's a little unfortunate that they keep getting it in the mask. Both these goalies have played so well. We do not want to see an injury. McCormick now off his skate. Spinning move by Schomburger, excuse me. Thomas now with it. Chipped in deep, right on net. Played to Mott. Chance to move, and Allen avoids a hit of Chesner. Puck is played all the way down by McLaughlin. Not enough for icing. Just played all the way around. McCormick out of his reach. Now McLaughlin plays it high and hard off the glass. Chesner steps up, misreads it to Reimer. Puck is played with a hand out to center ice. This faceoff will be back in the end of the orange.
Second hand pass that we've seen so far tonight, won by the Bulldogs earlier. A little more unfortunate for them, but another one there for the orange.
Yeah, that was a smart hand pass though from the orange. They had a 2-on-1 bearing down. The Bulldogs load up again. Curran now with it to Toth. Toth plays it around. Reimer battling for position. Jammer can't get it. That was chipped off the boards. McCormick falls down. He's just going to go off for a change. Turin now. Skates in with Reimer. Drops it to Reimer. And a change up. Blockered away. Reimer again with it. Played out. Zaski already retreated to the neutral zone, so the puck does get out. He shoots it on net. Chesner with it again. And Jammer lays out Chesner. And a pass here, breakaway. Shot just over the net. Matthew McEnroe with a golden opportunity. I don't know if that cross or hit the crossbar. Insanely good pass here.
Right through two Bulldog defenders as well.
I think it did hit the crossbar. Up and out of play. Syracuse with a golden opportunity to take the lead. Bulldog defense caught napping. McEnroe stays on. Wins it back. Pendengrass tries to get it to the net. Can't do so. Scramble for it. Smith chips it out to center. Is played right to Strasky, who gives it away to Pendleton. McEnroe finished his check, was still in the offensive zone, and that will be blown down for offside.
Unfortunate break there, trying to check, trying to get the ability to get the puck up the ice, and just couldn't get back in time.
And no real pace to this third period. Of course, just 5 minutes in, but a lot of whistles. The sense both teams are playing kind of conservative, as that is given away to the one man you don't want. Brandt with it. A nice play by Strasky. Now Murphy. Gajewski pressuring him. Plays it around to Thomas. He lets it go by to Duffy. Duffy turns it over to Reagan. Reagan in the middle, just out of the reach of Brow and Gajewski. Puck is chipped down into the Bulldog end. Murphy on it. Murphy off the boards and out. Strasky back with it. Dumped in all the way around again. Smith after it. And Nye. Smith with it. Back to McLaughlin. Just dumps it back down again. Two Bulldogs going for a change. Brandt overskates it. Brandt and Nye have at it. And Weidman coming into pressure. Murphy. Murphy. It was a nice play eluding two Bulldog checks. That puck is just played out by Brandt. A chance here for the Bulldogs counter. Weidman with it. Weidman gets leveled. Got his glove up on Weidman's helmet, just knocked it off. Unfortunately, the Bulldogs' Nye had a 2-on-1 with DeCallaway. Of course, since the helmet popped off, the play is blown down. I believe Weidman does have to leave the ice. And he is. Schomburger now taking the draw against Wren. Wren wins it. Cadeau clears it. Allen with it again. Schomburger with a chance to skate. Likes to play it back to McLaughlin. McLaughlin not sure where to go. Plays it to Allen. Chipped off the boards. Tried to get it to Mins. Could not do so. McLaughlin back with it. McLaughlin to Mott. Back to McLaughlin. Nowhere to go. He's just going to take the open ice in front of him and dump it in on net. Finta. Really just no real pace. It looked like Syracuse is sort of just playing defensive hockey. Really not allowing the Bulldogs to really start any transition.
Yeah, I mean, they're just shutting the Bulldogs down offensively. And Bulldogs are doing the same thing on the other end of the ice. And it's just going to keep being a back and forth game and try and get something going.
Playing cat and mouse right now. See which team blinks first. Bulldogs load up again. Jammer with it. Plays it out front, off the skate of Reimer. Pendleton plays it in the center. McLaughlin chips it down deep. Collision in the middle. Turin now with it. Plays it to Jammer, off his skate. Puck is loose in front. And Pendleton will clear. Overskates it. That puck hits the official up high. I believe it got him on the chin. He's looking for blood. Doesn't look like he's leaking. And a chance here turned over. McEnroe once again. He's had the two best chances of this period. Bulldogs come out. Reimer with it in the middle. Reimer toe drags, left it. I believe Turin just fell on his own there into the boards. Jammer loses his stick once again. I've seen this a theme. Turin and Reimer and Jammer have all lost their stick once, and that puck is chipped in on the other side of center, and Turin, Jammer, and Reagan are going to have to stay out here as Turin looks gassed.
Yeah, this line's been out there for a minute, and they're all larger guys. It's going to take a lot more for them to be moving, and it's showing here that their line's just exhausted. Nothing they can do about it. They just got to keep playing and hope that they can get it off the ice as soon as possible.
Yeah, you see Turin slouched over. I believe Reimer did get off the ice, so Reagan, we're going to have a stoppage. It looks like the official did catch that one in the chin. Just an unfortunate play for officials. Really can't do anything. They're in position. Puck just gets fired at them. They really have no time to react. Looks like he is going to tough it out. He is ready to go. He's smiling now. It's Weimer with Reagan. Bulldogs win the draw back. Pass across to Jammer. Turns it over at the blue line. Chesner with it. Dumps it back down deep. Bulldogs can't get out of their own end. McCormick plays it back around the net. Chance for Turin to clear. He does get it out to center ice. And Turin does get off. Jammer doesn't. Jammer throwing his body everywhere and now finally does get off. Fanning with a chance. Dumped by Zaski. Zaski's seen that a few times. He's dumping people, and I would too if I was 6'6". Using that frame, he's putting it to good use. It's Toth with it. Flips it out. Perfect weight as Reagan goes after it. Reagan beats them. Plays it to Smith with a chance. Sharp angle, toe drag, poke checked by Finta. Shot. That puck is somehow not gone in. It just leaked out to the side of the net, but the Bulldogs are attacking. Toth with it. Gets poke checked. McCormick is away. McCormick with a step on Toth. McCormick shoots. Big save, Eliason. Keep this one knotted at 2.
Great save by Elias, and going back to how he was at the start of the game, just getting his body in front of it and, stopping the puck from entering the net in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, it looked like both those guys were exhausted. Their last strides. That's 2. Well, we saw one very long breakaway chance for McEnroe, and then that was a partial break. Bulldogs got to do a better job of not allowing these chances for Syracuse, as this official is getting attended to now. I believe a trainer for the Bulldogs. He's good to go. Just wanted to get the blood. 11:09 remaining in this third period. Bulldogs and Orange tied at 2 after the Bulldogs ran away with it yesterday, 10-4. Chance here, Weidman. Along with DeCalloway. Plays it. Nice play by Duffy. Another chance here. Can't see who that was. It was the other Duffy. Gets leveled. Bodies are flying everywhere now. The chance here. Weidman off the stick of DeCalloway. That's offside. That's going to be all the way back down the neutral zone. If not, Syracuse end.
Yeah, big hit by Nye there on Duffy. And nothing Duffy could really do other than just take the hit.
Yeah, you got to take hits to make plays, especially in a 2-2 game against the number 2 team in the nation. Bulldogs and Schomburger looking to get control, and they will. Spinning by Allen. Allen gets tripped up. Puck is played back to Strasky, who's out of the reach of Allen. Allen is flying, though. Gets it back. Has Mins in the slot. Can't get it to him. Mins now with it. Schomburger now. Deflected away, and the Orange are just playing pretty perfect defense. They are now away. A sharp angle shot by Wren is taken by Eliason. Just over 10 minutes gone, or 10 minutes left in this third period.
A lot closer game today than it was yesterday. And going back and forth, just blow for blow.
And we've seen this a few times for the Bulldogs. Their game one game is so, perfect. And then their second game, they've kind of just allowed other teams to come back in it as the Bulldogs are away. Reimer and Turin. Reimer to Turin, just over top of the net. Another chance for Jammer off the glass. Can't get it, and a golden chance for the Bulldogs. Played back to Mott. Like I was saying earlier, though, they beat Liberty 7-3, one of the top teams in ACHA hockey. And then game 2, they got beat 6-2. So maybe the second game, for some reason, is giving the Bulldogs fits. Bulldogs are away again, and Jammer. Offside is called. Jammer one too many moves at the blue line, and Turin cannot believe he did not put the Bulldogs in front.
Yeah, just a great scoring opportunity, but unfortunately nothing came of it. Just caught a little low and went a little high.
Yeah, he had most of the net to shoot at. Like you said, just over the net. Bulldogs keep pressing. Finta is having none of it. Tripped up on his own, no call, thankfully. Do not want to see a penalty lose this one for either team, really. It's such a well-played game from both teams. Smith back to Reagan. Now the offensive cycle is going. Zaski with his third or fourth shot on net. Play is blown down. Not sure what for. Regardless, both teams, Syracuse changes. Puck will be dropped to the left of Finta. Off the draw. Shot blocked. Zaski plays it into the corner. Chance here, side of the net. Murphy plays it to nobody. Another chance, Zaski. Over to Toth. His shot on net, deflected by Reagan. Chance for Smith right in front of the net. Can't get a good shot. Murphy clears it to the board, or deflected in front by an own player. Chance here again. Smith backdoor. Can't get it through. Bulldogs pressing. To Zaski, another shot. Puck is loose, side of the net. Deflected away and cleared off the boards. Off the skate of Toth. Will not be icing. Smith going again. Skating through neutral ice. 1-on-4, dumps it. Takes a big hit there from Duffy. Chesner with it behind the net. Everybody relax. Duffy with it now. Trying to get to center ice. Barely does, say the officials. Puck is played back by Bro. To Strasky. The Bulldogs regroup behind Eliason. Puck is played off the shin pads. Bulldogs regroup. Chance here in the middle, that is sent all the way down. Cadeau does win the race. Bulldogs will say no, but he did. Almost seems like Syracuse is playing a 1-3-1 or a 1-2-2 just on the defensive side, not allowing the Bulldogs to get anything going.
Yeah, just trying to lock down any passing lanes that they can, trying to keep the puck as far out as they can and try and make the Bulldogs put a snipe shot on the net.
One of the rare offensive zone faceoffs for Syracuse in this third period. As it's a scramble, 6 bodies in there. Bulldogs come up with it, and Strasky plays it to Weidman. Weidman goes cross ice. To Callaway, charging the net, could not get it to him. To Callaway now with it, sharp angle shot, deflected away. This line of Weidman, Nye, and to Callaway causing havoc in this third period. Strasky keeps it in. Here go the Orange the other way. The counter, Cole with it. Chips it in, gets hit by Weidman. A little late, really no call. Now it's played to Schomburger. Schomburger trying to get it out, can't do so. Cook will not allow him to. Puck does pop loose, just under 7 to go. Puck is played back behind the net. Pendergrass is going in. Bulldogs just throw it to an open area. Weidman with it. Weidman chips it all the way down. Murphy, a nice play. Chance here for Syracuse, turned over at the line. It's Hunter Allen, 1-on-1, backhand, big save. Allen comes up with it. Allen and Mins. Mins battling McEnroe. Puck is still loose, pops out to Murphy. Allen still pressuring him. Puck is played to the center, and Schomburger. Nice defensive stick there by the Orange. Puck is played high and off the glass. Not sure if that's going to make it. It will not, as Mott goes back for it. Mott to McLaughlin, to Jammer. Turin takes a big hit by Duffy. Turin, McLean breaks his stick. A chance for the Bulldogs. The Orange clear without, as it's Brand again. As Brand goes down to a knee to elude the hit of Jammer, and then Turin runs him over. Shot, I believe, just right into the belly of Eliason, who's been the less busy goalie in this third period. He still had to be very sharp. 5:30 remaining this third period.
Yeah, Eliason capitalizing on all the opportunities he's had so far in this period. And just got to keep doing that. Every shot that comes on goal, just got to do everything you can to stop it.
Nervous times for both teams. Of course, Syracuse on this 8-game losing streak. I'm sure they would absolutely love to come in here and steal one for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs do not want to allow Syracuse to do so. It's Duffy with it behind the net. On Zaski, throws it out front. A chance. Deflected away, I believe. by a Bulldog. It's a big chance there. It was number 7, Duffy. Centered that one. Nordwind and Brand all over it. Puck is just played wide. Now those guys go off for a change. Dangerous line, though. I've seen Nordwind be a pest, and obviously Brand with about 70% of the goals scored for Syracuse in the series. Puck is loose out front. Nobody knows where it is. I mean, the puck is finally loose in the corner. As there is a dog pile in the net. Eliason is in the net. Cole is in the net. Cole gets up throwing punches. I think there's still another Syracuse player inside of the net. So we take another look.
Puck wasn't even anywhere near the net. It was off to the left.
Those are tough plays, especially for a goalie, because Eliason, he's got about 4 guys in his crease. He has no idea where the puck is, nor do anyone else on the ice. Syracuse starting to play with a little bit of confidence here. Late in this third period, 5:05 to go. Bulldogs win the draw back to Jammer. Jammer plays it up the middle. Dangerous pass. Turin on the forecheck. Zaski trying to line up another casualty. Cole ducks under this one. Cole throws his body to Toth, forcing a turnover. That is deflected into the corner. Cole going off for a change. Short shifts have to be preached for both teams. Do not want to be the reason game ends as Thomas gets it chipped by Jammer. Big body check by Reimer. Turin lays out. I'm not sure who that is. I believe it's Wren, number 13, in the middle of the ice. No official hands up. Officials will talk about this. I can't imagine they call a penalty, though. Didn't look like either of them saw what happened. They're talking about it. Yep, there will be no decision. Face-off will be in the end of the Bulldogs. Eliason switches out his water bottle. He's been so busy. A lot of people in his crease that he's used all of his water. Gets a fresh one. 4:25 remaining. McEnroe wins that important defensive zone draw back. Puck does exit the zone. Chesner and Cadeau. We've seen this pairing a bunch. Assistant captain and captain on this defensive unit. They've played well over 20 minutes in this game. McEnroe. Chance here. Bro getting hounded. That puck is played out by Weidman out of midair. Chesner dumps it back in. Cadeau goes off for a change, and Chesner follows. Just under 4 minutes to play. Bulldogs have been to one overtime game so far. University of Pitt. Dylan Gajewski on the power play got the winner for the Bulldogs. That is dumped in by Weidman, and they go off for a change. Duffy now to Duffy. Duffy squared, passes it out, and it's Brandt. Looking for the hat trick. That puck is deflected out of play by McLaughlin. Offensive zone faceoff for the Orange.
Lots of game stoppage late here. Good for the players, trying to they all get a breath, get a little second to try and regain their feet, get back into this game.
3:09 left. Faceoff is won by the Bulldogs and Mott. Trying to go length of the ice to Allen. Will not be icing as Allen gets there behind Thomas. Allen wins the battle. Allen and Thomas fall to the ice. Puck played back to the point. McLaughlin plays it down to Allen. Throws it back in front to nobody. As Duffy clears, Mott goes back. It's a perfect weight. Mott off the boards to Mins. Mins, dangerous pass in the center of the ice, and that's going to be another icing for the Bulldogs. Unless Cash Reagan outruns Cadeau. Big time effort there from Reagan. As Cole with it. Cole plays it. Mott knocks it down. Mott with a shot, blocked by Cole. Mott's stick is, I believe, broke. And Mott doing everything he can. Buck is played with the hand again. And Wren comes with it. Clearly all right from that inadvertent hit he got against him, and that is gloved by Eliasson. He will play it, as no Orange player was in the vicinity. The Duffy gets slashed. Do not want to take a penalty here. There's Reagan with it. Reagan by himself turns it over to Cook. Cook to Wren. McLaughlin finding Jammer just over his stick. Played back to Cook in neutral ice, and he will enter the zone. Cook plays it into Mott's corner. Mott takes him dangerously in, and that's going to be a penalty. Mott, it's a dangerous play, but I don't think Mott attempted for it to be that. He sort of just rode him off. Unfortunately, I believe it was Cook. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was Cook. The Bulldogs will be shorthanded, minute 34. I would assume Syracuse calls a timeout here to set it up as Mott does sit. This is danger time for the Bulldogs. It's their 6th penalty. Syracuse has a chance to steal one on the road. No timeout taken. Coach Chris Timmons is going to let his team fight it themselves. Chesner back to Thomas, to Brandt. Thomas, Chesner walks in, has nothing. Back to Thomas. Back down low off the stick of Duffy. McLean is the other one out there. Chesner with it. To Brandt. Chesner, one-timer, blocked by Toth, who clears it. Just over a minute remaining. This does get into overtime. Bulldogs will be shorthanded for about 30 seconds. Unless, obviously, we see a winner in these last 50 seconds. Played to Brandt. Closed off nicely by Strasky. Played into the far corner. Cook plays it deep. Strasky with a chance to clear, and he does. 40 seconds remaining. 2-2. As Finta comes out to play it. Duffy with it. Behind the net. 30 seconds to go. Bulldogs penalty killing, doing a fantastic job so far. Cook deflects it. Was going to be on net. Played away by Bro. Jammer trying a last-ditch effort for the Bulldogs penalty kill. Played to Fanning in the middle. 10 seconds to go. Chance for Cook. McLaughlin shoots at the length of the ice. Nordwin gloves it out of midair. Turns it over. Weidman with a chance. Deflected by Nordwin, who's going to get a penalty. 1.9 to play. And that was a tough one because it looked like, I don't know if we have a replay, but it looked like he got the puck first and then tripped over, but 1.9 seconds to go. That's all Blake Weidman, though.
A lot of hustle there out of Blake Weidman, getting down the ice and, almost getting a shot on goal, just got tripped up and unable to do so.
So 1.9 left. Not sure if the Bulldogs, or they absolutely can win it back and take a shot. Not sure what's going on here. I don't know if they called a timeout. They did call a timeout. We are going to take a short break here for this timeout, but we will be back. Do not go anywhere. Bulldogs 2, Orange 2, late in this third period here on ACTV.
Elevate your game? At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family.
We are back. 20 seconds left in this Bulldog timeout. I believe it was number 44 was Hamilton Nordwin, freshman defenseman, did take the penalty, but Blake Weidman causing all of that. We are set to go. 1.9 seconds left in this one. Unranked Syracuse looking to pull off biggest upset we've seen this year. Bulldogs loaded up, empty net. Syracuse, if they win it back, I don't think it's possible for them to shoot it down the ice in that amount of time. Jammer trying to win it back to Smith, Gajewski, or Reimer. I believe they have Turin. And yeah, of course. Syracuse calls timeout now. Not like they just had a minute for themselves. We're going to hold it right here. We've had enough of these breaks. We know everyone wants to listen to Dakota Cliff's and Jack Whitehead's voice a little bit longer.
Yeah, lots of breaks going on and just not a whole lot of action here late, other than that breakaway there from Weidman and trying to see what can happen here in the less than 2 seconds.
Yeah, the last half of this game, it's been 2-2 for quite a while. Both these goaltenders, you got to give them a lot of credit. For Syracuse, I believe they have played in 2 overtime or shootout games. I believe they lost 2-1 in overtime and they lost 5-4 in a shootout. Regardless, Jammer on the draw with Smith, Gajewski, Reimer, and Turin. Jammer can't win it right back. Gajewski with a chance, scores, but it's late. The referees, the right call, the correct call. The puck did go in late, but my goodness, would that have been crazy. Gajewski shot it. As we take another look, yeah, you can see in the top.
So close.
Triple zeros as he let that go, but Dylan Gajewski almost just won it for the Bulldogs in the dying seconds. We're going to take a short break here and be back with overtime. Bulldogs and Syracuse knotted at 2 here on ACTV.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
Welcome back. Bulldogs in orange. Knotted at 2, just set to get underway. Going to be 4-on-4 for the time, I believe, due to the penalties. In other words, it would be 3-on-3. It's going to, or might still be 3-on-3. We're not really sure. We will get, well, we will know. I believe it is going to be 4-on-4 though, and then they're going to go to 5-on-5 once people come out of the box, and then the first whistle, I believe, it will go back down to 3-on-3. But Bulldogs will have a power play in 26 seconds unless someone wins it.
Both teams hoping to win the face-off here and get a quick and early goal in this game, and the other team's trying to just do everything they can in their power to prevent that from occurring.
Yeah, you got to think the Bulldogs have an advantage, obviously. Being 1-0 in overtime, Syracuse, like we said before break, are 0-1 in overtime and 0-1 in a shootout. They're 0-2 in extra time. But AJ Finta, after allowing 9 goals last night, he has come to play, stopping 31 of 33. And Dylan Eliason looking to make it 3-0 to start his career. He's saved 25 of 27, and we will start 3-on-3. 26 seconds. I believe Mott will exit the box. The Bulldogs will have a 4-on-3 power play for the remainder, the penalty, unless Bulldogs win it right here, or the orange winner right here is Turin. Plays it back to Trasky with Reimer. Trasky in. 10 seconds to go until the Bulldogs with an advantage. Strasky has had it this whole time. Plays it to Reimer in the corner off his stick. Reimer comes up with it. Plays it behind the net, and Mott jumps on the ice. Bulldogs man advantage. 1:30 left. Mott makes 2 miss. And then Brandt with it, the pesky Ben Brandt. Fighting with Mott in the corner. Ben Brandt throws it to neutral ice. Zaski with it. Everyone changes. Top line's out there for both. Zaski with Jammer. Zaski loses control. Played nicely by Wren at the blue line. Played in off the netting. I believe that went off a Syracuse Orange player, so it will be in the offensive zone. Minute left in this power play.
Still staying neck and neck here. Even man down, Syracuse is playing hard. Doing everything they can defensively to try and limit the Bulldogs.
It's going to be Zaski to Callaway. For sure for the Bulldogs. Smith, the other one, and Gajewski from the back end. Played back to Gajewski in the slot. Fans on it. Smith still comes up with it. 50 seconds remaining in this power play. Gajewski down to Smith. Back to Gajewski. Has Zaski for his second of the day. Just missed the net. Off Duffy. Gajewski with it. He plays it down to Smith, who walks out in front with a chance. Puck is loose. Pad save. Finta makes another huge save. 30 seconds left. Passed across to DeCallaway. To Gajewski now. Gajewski pressured by Wren. Across to Zaski. He shoots. Saved. Puck is loose in the crease. Covered by Finta. 22 seconds remaining in this power play.
Finta continuing his phenomenal display of defense here in this one. That puck was just right inside.
Zaski really where he scored from. Bulldogs' first goal of the afternoon in the second period. It's going to be the same 4, I believe. Gajewski to Callaway Smith. Trasky for Zaska, or for Zaski. Treska to Gajewski. Gajewski down low to Smith. 10 seconds remaining. To Strasky. He can't shoot. Slap shot just wide. Trasky back with it again. Strasky to Gajewski. Shot. It's covered again by Finta. Bulldogs peppering Finta with shots. Cannot get anything by him. 2 seconds left in this penalty.
Bulldogs out there just letting it eat, seeing if they can get something to sneak by Finta and just see if they can squeeze one by the glove side.
Bulldogs now go 2 defensemen as Nordwind is exiting the box in 2 seconds. Weidman and Jammer up front with, I believe, McLaughlin and Mott on the defense. See Chesner out there once again. He's been all over the ice. Nordwind is free. It's 4-on-4 for 3 minutes. Shot by McLaughlin. Deflected away. Weidman behind the net. Thomas with it now for Syracuse. They get their first chance. It's Brandt looking for the hat trick. Plays it cross ice. A little bit of room just over the head of McLean. McLean. Diving play by Jammer. I don't know if he lost an edge, but he's on Brandt. Brandt plays it. Got McLean going backdoor spinorama. Pass and the Bulldogs are away. 2-on-1. Blake Weidman has Mott driving to the net. Plays it. Chesner, great stick to knock it away. Puck is thrown back in front again. Jammer with it. Jammer plays it back. Shot by McLaughlin right into the breadbasket. And stoppage. AJ Finta with his 36th save of the afternoon.
Bulldogs still peppering Finta from long range, seeing if they can get something with enough gas behind it to just blow by him. So far, it's been unsuccessful for the Bulldogs.
Now we go back to 3-on-3 because of a whistle. Schomburger is fighting Duffy and Wren. Turin out there along with Toth. And then Duffy. We got both Duffys and Wren. Duffy to Duffy. 1-on-1 with Toth. Brendan Duffy, Jack Duffy. Jack Duffy He's all over. Duffy comes up with it. Puck is played out in front, through the crease, no harm. Wren with it. He plays it down to Duffy. 2-on-2 in the corner. Turin. Shot in front by Duffy. Either deflected over the net or off Eliason. A grade A scoring chance from Duffy. Everybody take a breath.
Great effort there from what appeared to be Schomberger, getting in front of that, ready to block it and help his team out by sacrificing his body.
Yeah, you have to do that, especially in overtime. McLean is out here with Brandt and Chesner for Syracuse. Puck was dropped unfairly. Coaching staff for Syracuse not in agreement. It's Reimer for the Bulldogs taking the draw. Reimer and Smith. Smith now comes in to take it. Wins it back to Strasky. Strasky with it. Plays it up to Reimer. Reimer and Smith, 2-on-2. They weave away. Smith with a chance. Holds the puck. Keeps it in on the blue line. Now he goes back to neutral ice. No harm done. Given away. Chesner with it. Chesner and Strasky fighting. No calls on the play. Chesner with it. Plays it out in front. Brandt with a chance here. Spins back around. Brandt still with it. Plays to Chesner into open ice. Puck is played back to neutral ice. Chesner to McLean. A minute remaining in this overtime. Chesner just holding it. Spins away from Reimer. Now they go to Wren and McLean. McLean coming down on Smith. Forward does nice job. And the Bulldogs are away. Reimer and Smith, 2-on-2. They cross paths. Smith dumps McLean. McLaughlin now on it with Wren pressuring. And a 2-on-2 here from the red line in. Gajewski and to Callaway. Gajewski, big move. He shoots. Gloves. No, off the bar. Finta thought he had it. He glove flipped it. Somehow stays out regardless. Wren chips it. Here comes Eliason. Plays it out off the boards. 10 seconds remaining. Gajewski, one last-ditch effort to DeCallaway. DeCallaway, 3 seconds to go. Plays it out in front. Puck is loose. Gajewski. The buzzer sounds as Gajewski throws it into the empty net. Thomas not liking that, but no goals. We will go to the all-skillful shootout.
Great defense there throughout the entirety of overtime.
Goodness
Not a whole
me.
lot of quality from either teams getting quality shots, just the ones that they did have, great saves by the goalie.
Well, the Bulldogs have not been in a shootout this year. The Syracuse Orange were. They lost the shootout to Penn State University ACHA Division II. The picks for shootout are submitted before the game, just in case. So I'm sure we're going to see a bunch of, I believe, Jammer, I'm assuming we'll see Gajewski maybe as a sharpshooter, DeCallaway, Smith, any one of these guys. And for Syracuse, I will say, we will see Ben Brandt. If Coach Chris Timmons could, I'm sure we'd see him 3 times.
If we don't see Ben Brandt, then I'm going to be shocked.
And Syracuse looks like they're shooting first. Maybe Ryan Thomas? I believe they called Ryan Thomas for a penalty at the end of regulation and overtime, as we see Ben Brandt, shockingly. So Ryan Thomas, no harm done. He just cannot shoot for this overtime. So it will be Ben Brandt on Dylan Eliason. Brandt skates in, stops right in front. He shoots 5-hole, deflected away by Eliason. Advantage Bulldogs.
Great job by Eliason there covering up the 5-hole. I mean, Brandt, we know, has power when he tries to hit the puck, and there was another example of that, and Eliason did a great job stopping it.
Surprised he didn't shoot it like he's been accustomed to. He's had a few snipe shows, but here we go. Smith walks in, off the outside of the post, I believe. I'm not sure if Finta got a piece of it. Regardless, we are even 0-0 through one round. Nathan McNeil, he leads this team coming into this game with 10. Number 18, freshman, on Eliason. Goes left. Deeks tries to go 5-hole again, denied by Eliason. Now we get Eli Reimer. Comes into this one, 7 goals, 8 assists. Eli Reimer is in. One-on-one with AJ Finta. Reimer shoots just wide, and he had it. That was perfectly in line from our vision up here. He had the top right corner right above the glove of Finta. Just missed. Now we see Jack Wren, senior from Saratoga, New York. The chance to put Syracuse in front on Eliason. Wren, Deke shoots, scores! Underneath the blocker and above the pad, and the Bulldogs are down to their last hope. Bulldogs will need Dylan Gajewski, the senior, to score, or Syracuse pulls off the biggest upset we've seen this year. Gajewski on Finta, one-on-one, Gajewski, Deke scores! What a move! My goodness. Dylan Gajewski keeps this one going. We go to sudden death. It's Henry Pendleton. Chance to put Syracuse in front once again. One-on-one with Eliason. He backhand blockered away by Eliason. Blake Weidman. They chance to end it. Set an offensive outburst. He scored today to even it, or to put the Bulldogs in front 2-1. Now a chance. One-on-one with AJ Finta. Blake Weidman is in. Deeks had him, but AJ Finta sticks the pad out. We will continue. My goodness. We have Brendan Duffy, the junior, one of the 2 Duffys. This is the junior forward, one-on-one with Eliason. Duffy shoots, scores! Off the post and in. Bulldogs all coming down to Keegan DeCalloway will shoot. If AJ Finta stops this, the Orange will have the biggest win of this ACHA D1 game. DeCalloway in on Finta. DeCalloway, Deke scores! Back and forth we go! My goodness. Keegan DeCalloway and Dylan Gajewski back and forth, and we have Connor Chesney, or Chesner, the defenseman who almost went too early, the captain of this Orange team, has a chance to put Syracuse back in front. Chesner, one-on-one with Eliason. Chesner gonna shoot, scores! Connor Chesner puts the Bulldogs on the ropes again. Alex Schomburger, the junior from Canton, Michigan, needs to score. The 3rd time Bulldogs have faced elimination. Schomburger, Deeks misses, and the Orange have done it! The Syracuse Orange come into Arrington Ice Arena and shock the ACHA Division I men's. We have 2 Syracuse Orange commentators up here with us. And boy, oh boy, are they going nuts. They deserve it. Syracuse coming in losers of 8 in a row. Knock off the number 2 team in ACHA Division I and AJ Finta. My goodness, what a response from last night. Giving up 9 and now making 38 of 40 shots. And the Orange split with the Bulldogs. The captain, Connor Chesner, with the winner, and I believe the 6th round of this shootout.
Great effort by Schomburger. Just couldn't sneak it around Fenta. Fenta had a fantastic night in the net tonight. Got to give credit where credit's due.
I'm sure Syracuse, as they are much deserving. They are ecstatic, and I'm sure the whole bus ride home will be the same way. Bulldogs thank the fans for coming out, but they get shocked. Bulldogs fall 3-2 in this one. AJ Finta picks up his 2nd win of the year. A 3-2 6th round shootout. Bulldogs will fall to 8-1-1. Players leaving the ice. Syracuse comes into Arrington Ice Arena, splits with the Bulldogs, their first win all time against Adrian. Now Bulldogs are 5-1 all time against the Orange. I believe that is going to do it for us here, Dakota Clift. I'm Jack Whitehead, my director Tate Wise, and everyone else here on ACTV that helped put this together. We want to thank you for watching. And as always, go Bulldogs.